I could get this one loose on this driver's side, but I couldn't get it loose on the passenger side. And I watched somebody do a video, and they said the best way, if that breaks, is just to replace the caliper, and they're old anyways. So
let's get started.
welcome back to the Roy Garage. Today we're working on the Meano Camino and installing some new brake calipers. First things first, you're going to want to get your car safely jacked up, crack those nuts.
These nuts? Got him!
Before you lift it up and take off that wheel, inspect your brake system and add some penetrating oil to those nuts.
Got him!
There we go. We got this one right here with a little lubrication, and then this one down here. All right, those bolts on the back of that brake caliper are 3/8 Allen. Pretty interesting tool to have. I just have a 1 of 1 because we used this to install these on our Chevy 350. If you want to watch that video, click the link in the upper right corner. And after you've let that penetrating oil do its thing, time to get the breaker bar in here. See if you can get it loose. Come on, baby. There we go. See if we can get this bottom one. Okay. One thing we do want to do on here before we take this completely off is disconnect our brake line. Oh, there it comes. Okay, get that. I would have hit it a little bit. Save this for the other one in case we need it. Look at that. Caliper with our brake pads right there. And we got a new one. Let's compare. Look at that. Can you tell this is the old one, guys? This is the new one. I could get this one loose on this driver's side, but I couldn't get it loose on the passenger side. And I watched somebody do a video, and they said the best way, if that breaks, is just to replace the caliper, and they're old anyways. So
time to inspect, transfer those brake pads, and get ready for installation.
Gonna need to take these off. Looks like that comes off pretty easy. Yep, they just slide out. There we go. Now it slides down. It's right into place. Boom shakalaka.
Boom shot!
We got this ready. Okay. Brakes still look really good on this thing, so. That's designed to float, and then once you obviously got brake pressure, it'll kind of center itself. Well, my torque wrench has seemed to have disappeared on me. So I'm just going to make sure I get these on there nice and tight. Time being, and then once I find my torque wrench, get that taken care of. Cool. Let's connect our lines here. So it's definitely brass on one side and brass on the other side. Just like that. Brass on one side, brass on the other side. Don't want it to leak, so you gotta get her nice and tight with these brake lines. A lot of them are pressured. Basically, get them as tight as you can. Here we go. Boom shakalaka. Brake caliper number 1 installed. Wait, what's that? What's that in there? That looks new too. Oh, those are new shocks on the front. Well, if you want to watch that video, links in the upper right, how to install new shocks on a G-body. All right, let's go to the other side. The other side's going to be a little tougher, not as much space. We got to take the wheel off, get that caliper off, get the new one on. Let's do it. There we go. Stay there, Topper. Stay there. And that penetrates fluid. Well, there's a solid miss.
Most of you aren't going to catch this, but for the longest time I was trying to tighten this bolt down thinking I was loosening it. So make sure you pay attention and you think about your righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I finally figured out that I was tightening it after a while and was able to get it loose pretty easily.
Oh, look at that. And it even got easier.
And that's me making fun of myself for tightening it for the longest time. After I started turning that bolt the right way, everything came out pretty easily, and of course taking off and installing this brake caliper exact same as the other side. Caliper installed, and now installing the brake line. Always make sure you tighten all of your bolts to spec. Boom shakalaka, looks just as good as the other side, and I'll show you a quick clip here so you can see where that brake line connects to.
You can see that nut, that bolt goes in right there. Pretty cool, huh?
If you like this video, you're going to want to check out that playlist in the upper left. It's going to be every video that we've done on the Meano Camino, including front new shocks, new air shocks in the rear, electric fuel pump, and more. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because next week we're going to be bleeding these brakes.